So last week pumunta ako sa Pangasinan para mag-asikaso ng mga errands. Akala ko nga mabilis lang ang trip, walang masyadong ganap. Pero habang nag-drive ako, napansin ko na ang daming signage about sa isang falls. Sobrang na-curious ako kasi parang ang daming nag-i-invite na puntahan ko siya. Na-discover ko na itong falls na to is just 11 kilometers kung nasan ako nakapark. So sobrang lapit lang talaga kaya sabi ko, why not? Hindi naman araw-araw na may chance kang mag-explore ng hidden gems sa area, di ba? Pagdating doon, kailangan mo magbayad ng 20 pesos at mag-rehistro mo sa local tourism nila. Tatanungin ka nila kung taga saan ka at after nun, mag-drive ka na naman hanggang doon sa may mismong entrance ng Maranong Falls. So yun, mula sa parking, nag-start na ako maglakad. Nagsimula ako dito sa signage ng Maranong Falls. To be honest, I'm not totally familiar with this place and that's what makes it even more exciting. Sometimes in the life of a photojournalist, you'll find yourself alone, exploring places you've never been to before. It's these moments that push you to discover new perspectives and enhance your skills, not just as a photographer, but as a storyteller. The trek to the falls is about a 20-minute walk, so make sure you're ready. The path is surrounded by lush greenery and it's so peaceful out here. There's no city noise, just the calming sounds of nature. And as you walk, you'll start to notice the faint sound of the falls in the distance. Whew! Kasi nakakapagod. This walk is a great way to clear your mind and connect with the moment. It's not too challenging, but the uneven trail will remind you to stay focused. Just like when we were on the job as a photojournalist, always looking for the right angle or detail that completes the story. As you get closer to the falls, you'll notice that there are some handrails and steps thoughtfully placed along the way to guide you. It's a nice touch that shows how much effort has been made to make the trail more accessible, even for beginners or those who don't trek often. Ang mga steps ay inukit mula sa likas na anyo ng lupa, blending it with its surroundings, which adds to the charm of the experience. But while these guides are helpful, it's still important to stay alert and focused. The path can get a bit narrow in some spots, and if it rained recently, it can be slippery due to mud or wet leaves. Medyo challenging siya, mga kapatid. Just take it slow and plant your feet firmly and make use of the handrails for extra stability. And trust me, it's better to take your time and enjoy the journey than to rush and risk a fall, or worse, miss out on the amazing views around you. So dinami-dami ko makakalimutan ng face towel ko pa. Whew. The closer you get, the louder the sound of the falls becomes. It's like nature's own soundtrack, building the anticipation with every step you take. Moments like this really remind me of how I love exploring unfamiliar places. It's not just about the destination but also about fully immersing yourself in the journey. Yan, pagdating ko doon nakakita ako agad ng spot kung saan ko pwedeng paliparin yung drone ko. Tamang-tama may dala akong drone noong time na yun. At yun nga, pinalipad ko yung drone ko at di naman siya ganun kalakas yung hangin noong time na yun. Kaya nakagawa rin naman ako ng mga shots na tingin ko okay naman na kahit papaano. So ano magandang gawin pag gamit mo ang drone mo? Unang-una, plan your shots. Before take-off, i-visualize mo yung mga angles at yung mga composition na gusto mo. Consider top-down views to highlight the patterns of the water flow or side angles to capture the height and surrounding landscape. Maintain safe distance. Waterfalls can produce mist which might affect your drone sensors and stability. Keep a safe distance to protect your equipment while still getting the shot. Be mindful of your surroundings. Watch out for the obstacles like trees, rocks, and varying elevations. Ensure you have a clear line of sight and be cautious of strong winds near the falls. Pagkatapos ko mag-drone shot, yun, nag-decide na akong bumaba. So yun, may mga handrails naman pababa ulit, may mga steps, may mga ginawa yung mga tao doon para hindi rin mahirap bumaba. Pero hindi mo pa rin maiiwasan yung mga malalaking bato na kung saan na yun. Kailangan mo ng medyo konting skills at sisiguraduhin mo dapat na yung sapatos mo hindi madulas. And here it is, Maranong Falls in all its glory. The trek may have taken 20 minutes, but it felt like a mini adventure filled with discovery and quiet moments of reflection. This view right here makes every careful step on the trail totally worth it. So ano magandang gawin sa mga ganitong klaseng shoot or ganitong klaseng coverage? Unang-una para sa akin yung sa tripod. Para ma-achieve mo yung short image, especially when using slow shutter speeds to capture the simple of the water. as sturdy tripod is essential. It eliminates camera shake and allows for longer exposures. Number 2, select the right shutter speed. Pwede ka mag-experiment ng slow shutter para makuha mo yung smooth at flowing appearance ng water. Pag fast shutter naman, it freezes the motion for a more dynamic look. Number 3, choose appropriate focal lengths. Both wide-angle and telephoto lens have their place in waterfall photography. A wide-angle lens can capture the entire scene, including the surrounding environment, while a telephoto lens allows you to focus on specific details or isolate parts of the waterfall. At isang importante is mind the composition. Pay attention to the framing of your shot, incorporate leading lines such as the flow of water or surrounding rocks to guide the viewer's eye. Applying the rule of thirds can also enhance the balance of your composition. Experiment with angles. Don't be afraid to move around and try different perspectives. Shooting from a low angle can make the waterfall appear more imposing, while a side angle might highlight the flow and surrounding landscape. Be aware of lighting conditions. Overcast days are ideal for waterfall photography as the diffused light reduces harsh shadows and highlights. So yun, sisimulan na natin ulit maglakad. 15 minutes na naman to lakad pabalik. Woo! So yung pabalik, another 20 minutes na naman yung paglalakad. Pero para sa akin, medyo yun nga, nakakawala ng pagod yung mga ganitong sceneries. Kaya yung 20-minute lalakad pabalik, parang minamani ko na lang. Ito yung mga final shots ko. Sana makatulong.